question 9, what we said is the particles undergoing acceleration by gravity by mk and resistance mkv, which means its net force is mg going down minus mkv going up. Then we turn the F into ma, and we then said ma, and then we turned A into G minus kV. We looked at it and it says time, which is t, speed, which is v, led us to the v to t, G minus kV. We then grabbed the G minus kV and sent it underneath. So it's 1 over G minus kV to v equals blank to t. And now it's integration time. And rest would indicate 0, 0. T is what we're after, which is this t here. Now, for argument's sake, see the v value there? You could put that v value as your upper limit. I'm not going, okay? Because I think I'll have to use it for part 2. So I'm just going to hover it there. I can change my mind at any point, can't I? I can change my mind somewhere en route. Okay, and we bring this back over this side because that was wrecking my head. Now, how do I put this in? It's a log, guys. It's a linear on the bottom. So what do we reckon? ln g minus kv, yeah? And now we're going to have to differentiate this with respect to v. So what do we think? Minus k on the bottom. Is that right? Now, and then on the other side? Well, because we're not differentiating. We're integrating. It was differentiation would be on top, it was integration, it's always on the bottom. Think about when you integrate x cubed and you turn it to x4 and then you divide by the new power. You're always dividing them. Now, everybody happy with the t here? So just t, isn't it? Now, I'm going to do a lazy thing here. John, see my lazy move? See that minus k on the bottom? Where could I put that into? I could technically put it here, couldn't I? It won't affect anything, because you're going to multiply it up in the end anyway. So it works. So I'm just going to say, I'd write down both lines in the test. I'd say, look, you're just going to transfer that up there for the sake of making things easy. All right? It's a constant. No harm done. So the next line I'd have it like this. It's only this year I'll start doing that. Just makes sense to me at times. Yeah, what? And then this is from b to 0, isn't it? And what do we get here? Just happy with minus kt. And on the other side, what are we having? ln g minus kv minus ln g. And that would be ln g minus kv all over g minus kt. Kick her up, yeah? So it's going to be g minus kv over g is e to the minus kt. Kick the g up. It's going to be g minus kv equals g e kt. And then put the kv here. That's going to be g minus g e minus kt. Send the k back down again, back from whence it came. And you're here. Okay. Now, I have no idea if I'm right or wrong yet. What question is this? 9? Is it 9 or 10? Huh? Me? Pause and we'll have a chat. Just want to make sure it's right first. This is 9, isn't it? Actually, it's going to get verified where I'm right or wrong, isn't it? How it's going to get verified for me, because what do I have to put the speed as? Oh, okay, that's not great. Because it's actually after the time, not the B. But do you know what I'm looking at? I'm going to need that for part 2 anyway, aren't I? So all the work I just did is completely necessary for parts. Was it for parts? That's all necessary for part 2. Okay, so that is not wasted motion. However, for part 1, you actually could have got off here. See the yellow zone? That yellow zone's enough for part 1. So I'll just explain my algebra before we move off. We're going to sub in a z value of g over 2k. Okay, and I might as well do that here, won't I? I'll do it on the next line. Actually, next line. And that'll be g divided by, whoa. No, 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 no. Oh, no, 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 you don't. We'll do it here, actually. ln g minus k times, what do we say it was again? G over 2k. Would you all agree that's g minus g over 2? What's g minus g over 2? So then that's ln g over 2 minus ln g, which is ln g over 2 divided by g, which you all agree is ln a half, yeah? And what does it want me to do? It wants ln 2 over k. That's no hassle. It's actually minus ln a half. Sorry. It's ln a half, yeah? And then the other side is minus kt. Now get this. What is ln a half? It's ln 1 minus ln 2. ln 1 is 0. And then multiply both sides by minus and send the k underneath. And now I'm verified. I know I'm right. Okay? And then I can finally then, that's close out. I locked out part 1. Now part 2. Show that the speed tends to g over k. Absolutely no hassle at all. I have this set up here, don't I? So what happens to this part here? See this red part? What happens as t approaches infinity right there? 0. And the answer will be g over k. You're done.